lock the phone, change wallpaper, and it's fully customizable. You don't need to do exactly as I do, and you will understand that the way it's built, you have a master shortcut that will play all the other beats, so you can simply delete what you don't want to do, or maybe you can add few other stuff that you want to do, but the routine I do will give you an idea of all the capabilities of this app. And through this app, we will perform the whole routine. I don't have many reference to give because I was looking for something new. And back in the days, I used it to perform as a PK touch. But my friend Jordan from French Twins suggested me at some point to add another phone and do all the actions in a second phone. And this actually made the trick that much better. So probably all the last year, I am performing this trick using another phone. And it doesn't even need to be an iPhone. It can be any phone, because the Android will have the same buttons we need to press to illustrate what is going to happen in my phone. So at first glance, you can feel a little bit difficult to follow along. So I will bring G. He's a completely beginner on shortcuts, and I will take him through every step you need to take before you perform this routine. Along the download, you will realize that this is fully customizable, and I'm 100% sure that even before we get to the finish, you will start to have your own ideas and modify the routine by yourself. So without any further, let's get G here and let's have a look on what is behind this routine. So welcome. Thank you very much, G, to join me.
I'm paid to be here. Don't you worry about that.
Okay, let's go. So guys, don't think this is complicated. The complicated part I already done for you. So all you have to do is download to your phone all the shortcuts I provided, and we will have a look on each one of them and understand how it works. So first thing would be download few shortcuts to your phone so we can see how it works.
So when you buy this from Illusionist, you're actually going to get an email. That email will have the links you need in there with instructions on how to download these shortcuts. So I'm going to download these first. There's one called Playlist.
Let's start with I Feel Good.
Okay, so I Feel Good is first. I click on it.
So as you can see, it loads. Then you click Add Shortcut. And that's it. It's already there.
Okay, this is a lot easier than
in this screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a look already in I Feel Good. If you click the three dots, you will enter inside the shortcut, and you will realize there is no music at all. It's a piece of text that is decoded with the help of the shortcut, and then you will play a sound. So if you play this, straight away, it's just a piece of the music. There is no more than 2-3 seconds. So what this shortcut does, every time I play, it will play this piece of the song. I cut this part of the song and I encode the song into a text because it's much lighter, and then the shortcut app will decode this and will play the music. So once you install, you already have this piece of music. Further, I will teach you how to do it with any audio file. So you can download whatever music you want to use, or maybe you record a voice message and you have it already in your phone, and then you can transform it into the text. Do you have any doubts so far?
No, literally easy peasy. Should we get the next one?
Yeah, let's get the next one. So add playlist, Meta 2, Central V2, and Gangsta.
Okay. So
All these shortcuts will be the music part of the effect. Okay, so
and literally all I'm doing is I'm clicking the link and I'm clicking add shortcut. So super
Exactly.
easy.
yeah.
A lot easier than I thought it would be, to be honest.
No, you open the link and you add the shortcut. I tried to create one just to eliminate this, but
Yeah.
this is unfortunately not
Before
possible.
we sat down, I was really nervous. I thought, oh, do I have to learn something new? But
Oh, imagine this is like a card trick where you need to prepare the stack before you perform. Once you prepare the stack, you can do it over and over again, but it will take some time to understand what we're doing, how we're doing, and how you can modify it later.
okay, so people can see from the recording, but I've got Base 64 encoder, Gangster, Central V2, Meta 2, Playlist, I Feel Good, all downloaded. So these top 6, TFL is something else that was there before.
So let's have a look on playlist. Playlist is the main shortcut that will play all these other ones. So if you enter playlist, you can realize first it runs Meta 2, and then it runs sexy music, and then Meta 2. This actually you need to put I Feel Good here, like this, because you don't have the sexy music.
Yeah.
Meta 2, Central, wait 1 second and play Gangsta.
Yeah, just to go over what you said, the second step in Playlist had a different song, which I don't have yet.
Yeah, I have
So-
no idea why, to be honest with you.
So if it is
No,
a different
people-
song, you click and then choose the I Feel
Exactly,
Good.
like this action is running a shortcut. So if you click on Meta 2, for example, or I Feel Good or whatever, then you will see all the shortcuts you have
Yeah.
and for which one you could change.
Okay.
Because what this playlist shortcut does, it will access all these other little pieces, because in this way it's much easier for you to modify whenever you want to modify. So it's like blocks. Okay, so for example, if you want to change the music and you don't want I Feel Good anymore, then we need to create another shortcut for the music and you will change it.
Okay.
Okay? But in case we play this one, first time you play a shortcut,
Yeah.
it always asks you the permission to play another shortcut. So you always will have to allow just once. And at the first time, it always will ask you if you allow it to play the next shortcut or not. So you see, now we are playing Meta 2 and you can see the green bar, it's showing its stop in here. This stop is waiting for the volume change.
Right.
So if I change the volume, automatically it will go to the next action, that is play I Feel Good. Just let,
Can I have a go?
yeah, of course.
So if I
Volume
do this for the
up.
camera, it's the volume up. Nice.
Right? And then it goes to the next action, which is Meta 2 again. Meta 2 is the volume loop, which will give us the timing that we want to make that music play. So now it's in loop, it's waiting for the volume change, and if you change the volume again, it will start the next music. So just do it.
Yeah.
And this will be playing until the end. So whenever the music ends, it will go to the next action,
Right.
which is wait 1 second,
And then it's
and then by itself will play another song, because the routine I do is longer than this music. So I want the whole routine to have a music piece playing, and that's why I added a third song. But you don't need to use the same songs I use. I have very questionable music taste, you can try to for example, I was in Italy a few days ago and I was doing this routine with Italian music. So you can tailor to make it more interesting to your audience. So this is the first part of the effect is just a music effect. So I will take your phone and I will place over my phone, and by the time I do this, the music starts to play.
Yeah.
So when I lift, it stops to play, but in fact it's because it's a very short piece of music. It's not that I stop. I did nothing. I just know the timing of that piece of music.
So routine wise, when you get the phone, so let's say this is their phone. If I wanted to start this again, I'm in Meta 2.
Yeah, you're playing Meta.
Yeah.
So it's like this.
So then,
exactly.
so then I place this on top, which covers the action of you touching the volume key.
No,
or you just
because,
touch it with the remote.
Because if you have a Bluetooth remote control, the only thing this does is to change the volume. This is like a keyboard of one button. And what it does, it puts the volume up. If it's inside the camera, it will take a picture, and that's the main functionality of this, is to take selfies. But if you are outside of the camera app, then every time you press this button, it will make the volume up, and in this way you don't need to touch the volume in here.
So can I have a go at connecting this now?
So let's go. You just go to your Bluetooth and you can come easily from the top.
Yeah.
Hold the Bluetooth here, hold the Bluetooth here again, and then it must appear. If you click, it will turn on.
Oh, on the side here?
Yeah. I always keep it on because
Yeah.
after 3 minutes it turns off by itself. It should appear. Let's go to the settings.
Okay,
Over
A, B
there.
shutter 3, so I click on that, and now
One,
my Bluetooth remote's
2,
paired.
in 2 seconds is paired, you
Yeah.
see? So this is very easy to pair even to the spectator's phone, but in this case, this will be paired to your phone. All right, so once we pair the remote control,
Oh, so yeah, what we just did is paired the remote. We've come back here to the playlist, and
and
then-
any phone is programmed to take a picture if you raise the volume. This is what phones does, not only iPhones, the other phones as well. And if you are not inside the application, if you use the remote, it will raise the volume. This will be our official trigger to everything that will happen in this routine. We always have the option to use the remote to go to the next step. I'm also providing an automatic version of everything that we will go through. You could just play and then it would happen by timing, right? It's for people who doesn't want to buy a Bluetooth remote, or if you don't have that day and you want to perform this, you can use the automatic version.
but these are very cheap. These are like a couple bucks on Amazon.
Yeah, this
They're
is very,
really
very cheap and very good. For me, this is magic itself, because if you let it on, after 3 minutes, it turns off by itself. And if you click, it turns on.
And connects.
And pretty much like your headphones, it will always remember the last device you connected. So I use always 2. One just for my phone, and the other one, if I want to perform with the remote to other people, I will always use a different remote, because I like to have one just for me that I know it won't connect to any phone.
So we'll explain where you put this afterwards, but just for my own curiosity, you've got this playlist running here. You've got it waiting for the next click to play
Yeah.
I Feel Good. So you're secretly triggering this under your arm. But if
Yeah.
I do this in plain sight so people can see, one press will play that track.
Exactly.
And then the next press
And
will
then
move
we
it.
run Meta 2 again, because Meta 2 again is the volume loop. So it what gives us the ability to wait a little bit, have a conversation, perform the effect, and have fun. And that's the whole point of having the remote, is don't rush through the routine. And every time I actually perform is slightly different, but it's waiting here. Once you press it again, it will start the next music.
Show the camera one more press, and it starts the next track.
Yeah, your phone is not playing in full volume because we are capture the mic. So you know, this is not just a video; it's recording what we say as well. So that's why it's not playing in the full volume. But yeah, in here, this music, I added the audio, the vocals in and out. I did it in my computer, obviously. So I often shows people, look, I don't pay for Apple Music, I don't pay for Spotify. So if I press play in my phone, it doesn't play anything because I don't have any of these apps. This is I do before to perform, right? And as soon as they close all the apps is when I will start to perform this. So playlist is the music part. It's nothing related with all the other stuff that we're going to see. And how do we play this? Because it's not comfortable to come inside the shortcut app to play the shortcut. So what I advise is you tap and hold your home, tap the plus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now you type shortcuts, just SW will bring it there, yes.
Yeah.
And you add this one. It doesn't matter which one, yes, you can add this one because now you can edit which one. So tap in the shortcut and then click in the name and select which one. That in this case is playlist, is the one who must be in your home because I play it from there. So just tap now anywhere and you will see it's there. So done. So once you tap the big button now, it's running playlist and you are ready to go. Right? So if you play the
So I'm gonna tap the remote secretly.
Yeah. And it plays.
Amazing.
Right? So let's stop this one. This is the first part of the effect. Okay, so now let's have a look on how I do this. Okay, because I know it sounds a bit complicated, but it's not. So if you head to this base encoder shortcut, this you played already. Just cancel and clicking the three dots, then we can have a look inside. It's quite a simple shortcut. You will select a file in your phone, then the shortcut will encode this file into text and will copy for you, because otherwise we would have to select everything and it's a lot of text. So I put this action as well. So once it becomes letters, it will copy for you automatically. So I don't know if you have any music file, but
I don't think so. No, I use Spotify.
I could airdrop one for you real quick.
Sure.
So I just airdropped a music file for G's phone. So now we can encode a new piece of audio so you guys see how easy is this. Bear in mind, you could simply take your voice recorder, record a voice message and save it to files, and then would be the same. Okay, so if you play the shortcut, it asks you straight away for a music file. You can select the code play, and you see, you allow the shortcut to do it, and it's already copied. The text is already copied to your phone. It's done. The music now is text.
Wow.
But we need to paste this text into a note. So if you click plus, let's create a new one from the scratch. Okay, if you click plus, add new action. Now you can type text. So there it is, text. It add a text action to your thing. Now you paste. And you see, this is the music file. So this is encoded. No. Now we've done here, but now we need a new action. So you just click plus. Oh, sorry. Type in the search base 64.
Yeah.
It's there. Add it. So this action, if you go by the side, you will see it can encode or it can decode. So if you tap in encode, we'll change to decode because this is already encoded, and then it's decoding this text with basic 64, which was what encoded, and then just type in the search again in the bottom.
Yeah.
Because we will add a new action and write play sound. This is the not play music, it's play sound.
Yeah.
Yeah? So now it's done. If you play, it should play the music.
Wow, so good.
So this could be with any audio text. If you have the audio text, you can simply encode the audio text and the Shortcut app will decode it for you. I know the letters can sound a bit of complicated, but all the hard work is done already for you. What is missing for you to do is very easy, like you said.
Just so I understand it, because I'm fresh and brand new to all of this.
Yeah.
Base 64, you're giving spectators now and people that are buying this, you're giving it to them.
Yeah.
They have base 64. They can take any voice note, any music file, anything. By clicking base 64, choosing the file, it will automatically turn it into text.
Exactly.
And then they can add a new shortcut, a text one, follow the process to decode, and it will take that text and play it as a sound, no matter what it is.
Exactly.
Okay.
But in this case, I did the shortcut new from the beginning, but obviously you don't need to do that because I provided a few pieces of music, right? So if you go in A Feel Good, for example, you have a text and you have already this beat written. What you need to do is click text. So I'm adding a new action, right? Text. Now it's empty. And now if I tap and hold on text and move it to the top. Yes, yes, right there. And now you delete the text that is already I feel good. Yeah.
Like this.
And then you paste the text inside. So you see, in this way, you don't have to build as we did. You can use what I already gave to you and just change the beats you need to change. So I will undo this because otherwise you will lose the music. I feel good. Okay?
Yeah, perfect.
But in the case of the other shortcut that we just created, that will be this play sound. This is the Coldplay song, right? So you can rename by clicking this small.
So the little down arrow at the top, I'm going to rename it to Coldplay.
Coldplay, Magic, whatever you want.
Yeah, and then done.
Okay, done. And then if you head to playlist, you will see now you have the ability.
Oh, I know what I can do. So I click on the 3 buttons of playlist.
Yeah, wait. Oh, look. Yeah. This is good stuff. I don't like this display of the shortcuts. Actually, I use this one, list, instead of grid, because then I can't play doing this, and then you always enter inside and you see what it is.
So if I click playlist,
yes,
and then I go to Central C, for example, I click on that, and I can
not in the arrow, in the name,
and then I can change to Coldplay.
Yes, and now it won't play Central C. We'll play Coldplay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy.
Easy. It's just to press a button.
It's super easy.
Okay. So this is the first part of the fact. Now we will have a look on what happens in the control center area.
Awesome.
Guys, I'm Japanese, I'm very organized, right? So if you head to your shortcuts, a top tip I could give you, straight away is to create a folder. So just type a folder and put total control. And all the shortcuts we will throw into this folder,
Nice.
and then we will keep it organized. Because as this starts to grow and you duplicate and you try to put up your own ideas, it's good to keep just the good shortcuts protected in a place, and you'll always play with duplicated versions where you can mess up and try to figure it out. So now you have a folder and you can move all the others. If you click all shortcuts,
Yeah.
now you can click edit and you can select all the shortcuts you already download
Yeah.
and move
Move.
to total control folder, and now it's there. It's
Wow.
very easy
Yeah.
to access because now you have a folder here. And to do the second part of this effect, you will add several other shortcuts, because as I explained, we use one master shortcut to play the whole way of the routine. But if you don't like a beat, you can delete, you can duplicate, you can modify. So let's start with the total control.
Yeah, so again, going back to the first part, you're going to get an email with all of these links. So I have this email here. I'm going to click on the link. It's going to ask me to add shortcut, and I'm just going to add all these. So
Yeah, one
it's
by
like
one.
it's like radio. There's going to be a bit of dead space as I do this.
It looks like it's something difficult, it's a lot of hard work, but it's not. The hard work is already done. And once you understand why I did all these pieces, you will thank me later, because it will be very easy for you to modify according to your performance needs, you know? So yeah, all the effects will happen through a little piece of shortcut. I could make one that is a giant shortcut with hundreds of actions, but I know if you needed to modify like the action 100, you would have to scroll down and localize where is that exactly bit. But in this way, it's everything breaking down. So you can even look the name of the shortcut and you will realize what it does. Okay? You think you have it? There is one easy way to know.
Color filters. I think I've got lock auto. I've still got a few more to go.
Yeah, take the time, because if something is missing inside this master shortcut that is playing several other shortcuts, if it arrives to a point that you don't have the shortcut it's asking to play, the shortcut stops. Okay, so it's important you add all these beats and then you try to perform.
So I think I've left one off because I thought it'd be quite cool. You just said there's a way to tell if I'm missing one.
Yeah. If you don't have, by the time we arrive to that part, the shortcut will stop and it will be good for us.
Okay, so
now you have it.
So I got wallpaper, LP to wallpaper, auto classic invert on.
Oh, there are several. We don't need to go through all of them. Let's have a look inside total control. So this is the main shortcut that will do all the effects. Okay, it starts with 3 meta. Why I put meta? Because this part of the effect is not happening in this shortcut. It's happening in the playlist.
Right.
So this is the volume loop. If I press, does nothing, goes to the second volume loop. If I press, does nothing, go a third volume loop. Because the volume trigger will trigger both shortcuts. Before I start, I don't play 1, I play 2. Playlist will control the music part, and total control will do all the rest. Right? So these 3 first actions, it doesn't mean anything. And then we'll run volume dimmer. Volume dimmer is what I call the volume goes down and goes up. And I normally do in the hands of the spectators. This 1 year ago was in the end of the routine, but it's such a strong effect that all the spectators always react to this. And I moved to the very beginning of the routine because I think it's really good, it's really strong.
It's my favorite part of it.
Yeah, the volume dimmer. Then you will see I have mobile data SFX. When I created this was just mobile data, but then I've learned to encode music. So it's mobile data sound effects because it does a sound along with it. If you look inside every sound effect, every shortcut which has SFX, it's because inside there I put just a little piece of sound to do a sound effect along the routine, okay? So let's play and have a look.
Just play?
Just play. So as soon as you play the first time, it asks you to allow. So we are in Meta 2. If you press the button, it doesn't happen anything. Now you turn on the control, press it again. You see? Okay, so stopping Meta 2, waiting for you to press it again. Now we are in Meta 3. And for the very first time, next time you press, it will do something. That is the volume dimmer. Probably it will ask you to allow. Try it, let me see.
Yeah.
Allow. And then look the volume.
Yeah, so if you hold your hand out.
Yeah.
So ready? 3, 2, 1.
I press go down and goes up. You don't need to press it twice. Just once it will go down and will go up. Next action will be the mobile data. But because this is the first time we play this shortcut, every time we try, it will ask you to allow.
Yeah.
As soon as you press, it will make like a interference noise, and then we'll turn off the green button. So, right? Then it's asking me to allow the next one. The next one will be the Wi-Fi. It's just a and
so you would have another phone here, and you pretend. So you pretend to turn the Wi-Fi off on this phone.
Yeah, this
as you click. And it turns off on that phone.
Exactly. This is exactly what I do. I will mimic all the actions I'm doing. I will use a different phone to do it. Then some people is already familiar with my work and they know I like these Bluetooth remotes. So in this part of the routine, I will turn off the Bluetooth remote and I program several actions to be automatic.
That's really
clever.
But
in this way, I don't need to press. Just for a short time, 3 actions will be automatic, and I'm not pressing any button. But 6 months ago, I did not do that. So if you want, you don't need to disconnect, because as soon as you press the Bluetooth, you lose the control, right? You lose the remote. But I will turn it on again when we enter the camera, because the camera hides every settings of your phone. So whatever it happens in the background, when you're inside the camera, you can't see. So I like to turn off the Bluetooth. If you press it again, now turns off, and then it starts a bit of choreography, which will be the airplane mode.
Yeah.
Then is the color filters, which we didn't do, so it won't do anything. Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Oh, quite crazy. Then lock, flashlight, brightness dimmer. Probably is asking to allow. Oh, that's the one you don't have it. So yeah.
It's good because what it shows.
No, wait. Let's have a look in there. So you see, whenever the shortcut stops, you get a warning on what is happening in there. And in this case, you don't have a valid action. In fact, as you don't have the shortcut, when it arrives to that point, the shortcut stops. And then, let's fix.
So yeah, whilst we were going through and adding, I must have just skipped one, which is good because you might do the same.
Oh, now I put on airplane mode, so you don't have the internet, and your flashlight is on.
Let's go back. We're back on. Add shortcut.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I would do is I play it myself once like this, then that's it. Then it won't ask you to allow. But basically this shortcut, just take your brightness and make
slides it down.
slide it down, wait for 2 seconds. When it gets to 0, it wait 3 seconds, and then it goes up really fast, okay? So if we go back now to the total control shortcut.
Yeah, so
There it is.
here we go.
Now we will have to go all the way down again. And you need to play. Wait, do it. Yeah. You can try like ta 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 ta. Because once it does the first action, then it goes to the next one. You see, so it's waiting, airplane mode. First it does the sound, and then it turns off. Wait 1 second, do the color filter, then the lock, flashlight. Now the brightness dimmer goes up. Wait 5 seconds, turn the torch off. Classic invert is just a visual sign for me before it opens the camera. Oh, you have another one missing.
Okay, so I forgot one of the shortcuts to download. It is quite hard for a man's brain to focus on because I was downloading them as we were both talking and presenting. So I skipped one, but it's good, I think, for the spectators. Sorry, not the spectators. It's good for you at home, the magicians learning this, that you actually click and download them all and run it through once to allow.
Yeah.
Because we've actually been allowing this as we're explaining, and it's kind of stopping the flow of this routine. But definitely, if you run through Total Control once, make sure you do have all the shortcuts and allow each one permission as it goes through. So we're going to pick up from where the Bluetooth sound effect goes, because as soon as I click this button, it's going to turn my Bluetooth off and disconnect the remote.
Exactly.
And then comes down to pure choreography until it comes down to the invert, in which case, you said that's your trigger. So if I click this button, we're going to go through. So I'm going to press done, and I'm going to click here, which turns the...
I think it's not running, is it? You close it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm down to here. Wi-Fi. Okay, let's go to here.
Every time you do this, you stop the shortcut because you are not playing from where we're supposed to play. So if you want, just go to your home. Just go to your home where you have the playlist.
Yeah.
Tap and hold, click plus, type shortcut, just SH will bring it. Add, down, tap there, just tap and change for total control. Yeah. And this one will never stop.
Okay.
This one, you can never stop this. Okay? And actually, this is very good because when I start this routine, I play 1, 2, and then I tap on the search and I hide this page. So if you click in the 3 dots,
So tap on the search.
type in the 3 dots and take out this page. You need to click here.
I can't. I've got to
you
allow
got-
one more page.
Yeah, you need to have at least 1 page.
Yeah.
But you see, this is how I start because I'm playing the shortcut. I hide the page and then I give my phone and I say, do whatever you like. Open my pictures, have a look in my messages, do whatever you like. You can have a look because I want to build the impossibility in their minds. And how do I do that? I always use somebody that has an iPhone and knows how an iPhone works. I ask, please open the camera, and then we take a picture together or do something so they see is the real thing and it's not like an app, it's not a video, it's not whatever. And once they they're happy, I say, okay, so close all the apps. And when they close all the apps, because the shortcut is running, it will never stop, you know? So the only thing you need to make sure is before you start, close your shortcut app. Because if you close the shortcut app now, close it. This stop the shortcut.
Right.
Bring the page back now and have a look. Tap the 3 buttons. Yeah. Tap search, tap, put the page back just in there. Yes. So if you look now, you will see it's not running because we have the watch to show us if it's running or not. So I always play those 2 shortcuts together, okay? So yeah, once we are here, you can now do the routine and you will see it will happen. So first click does nothing, second click will do nothing, third click will do nothing because it's controlling the music part. Then the fourth click should do the volume dimmer.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. And then the next one, if you think about it, I did by blocks. So the first block is in this top square.
Yeah.
Green button, that is the data. Do the sound effect, which you can change if you like. Then the next will be the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth. After this, we'll go to the airplane mode.
Yeah, so you go.
Yeah, I do like this, and I even press in their phone. Then I give a hold in the table like this while the color filter came. I press the lock, flashlight, and brightness. Before, I used to do all the buttons in here. But right now, I think this is enough. This is enough. As soon as I do the brightness, the flashlight goes off and you will see a blink in the screen.
Yeah.
This represents in 2 seconds the camera open.
Yeah.
And when the camera open, when the camera open, many things will happen in the background. So first thing, the Bluetooth goes back. So if you press the button, probably now is already taking the picture.
So we're gonna hold the thing there.
So you see, the first thing that does, your Bluetooth comes back, Wi-Fi comes back, internet goes back. You see that it gets a blink?
Yeah.
It signalizes that the Instagram is about to open.
Yeah.
Right? We need to allow. And it will take your last video, because ideally I won't take just a picture. I will take a picture and a video. And this video will come to Instagram, then the phone should lock, but not yours, because I do it through the timer. I will teach you this.
Yeah.
And then the wallpaper, which is the last shortcut, we also need to do a bit of setup. So
did that just go to Instagram then?
yeah, it's in there waiting to be posted. But to post on Instagram, I will use a voice command.
Right.
Also, to unlock the phone, I will use a voice command. To lock the phone, I will use a hidden trick nobody knows. So now comes to the part where we need to do a bit of setup in our phone so we can go ahead if you wish to perform on this way.
So right now, that's the entire Total Control routine set up and learned. We've covered how you can create your own music files, but also how you can download the music files we've provided as text. How you can change music files within the Shortcuts app, within the playlist of the Shortcuts app. And we've run through what order, I guess, that shortcut runs in, and then how it automatically reconnects.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess
back in the past, I never turn off the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So all the actions would be triggered by the button. So the airplane mode, the color filters, the flashlights, the lock. I also have non-automatic versions of this same shortcut, because it was a realization I had not much long ago, the Bluetooth part, okay? So I guess the next thing we have to do is I need to show you this trick on the timer. So can you open a timer?
Yeah. It's just the timer app or this?
Yeah,
from here?
timer app. Just go to your timer here, Chuck. There.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the timer, and you can choose what happens when the timer ends. So the last action that it has here is stop playing. This will lock your phone. It doesn't hang any timer. This locks your phone. So if I start, boom.
Oh, nice.
Once it finish, it locks your phone. And I will use this to lock my phone after we post the picture on Instagram. So if you wish to have your phone locking by itself, that's how you do it. You go on the timer, set stop playing by the end of it, and this is what the phone will do. It will lock. Then I can unlock the phone with the voice command, because I'm a huge fan of voice commands. I think is one of the most underrated tool, because with a simple word you can have up to 10 taps in the screen, like physical tap. And I don't think there is no better way to unlock the phone by using a voice command. So,
I think before we get into that though, I think let me just kind of recover for everyone, because I'm a beginner too. So when I look at this, I look at, that shortcut to me was so intuitive to install and so intuitive to fix and allow. It's all done for you. But then when you were showing me how to change certain aspects, it gave me the idea of, really you can play with this and you can take out, if you don't want to turn the Bluetooth off, you can delete it. If you don't want to turn the data sound effect on, you can delete it.
If you want to change the order, is just tap and hold and move it to the step you want. And that's why I broke into names, because then you can easily see what that part of the shortcut is doing. So I advise people to play it the first time exactly like this, not like trying to get the magic effect, but trying to understand what this app is doing for us in the background, because it's very important to close all the apps and the way you construct the impossibility of the effect, right? This is very important.
So this makes it completely modular. And the last bit, which we're going to learn in the next chapter, is how to set up voice commands now to finish the routine automatically. Yeah. So we'll jump into that next.
Okay, so now let's have a look how to create new voice commands. So first thing, just head to your settings. So first thing, settings, accessibility, and then voice control. And in here, you can see customize commands, right? And then you can create new command. Now you need to give a name, and it should be at least 4 letters. The one I use to unlock is look, but it could be anything like okay, yes, what, or whatever,
I'll go with look. I'll keep it easy. Look. So look.
So now you put action, and you can select 3 things. What you use is run custom gesture. So in this part of the phone is where you can do exactly what we need to be done. So in this case, we need to unlock the phone, right? So if I lock your phone, let me use mine. If I use mine here, I can come and do with a piece of plastic like this. I could put over, and I could make the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I need to know where I must tap to record the actions. Other solution is take like a lipstick and you make small marks in over the numbers. So let's see, in mine would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because then you know exactly
Yeah.
where you
I like
must.
that. I like the lipstick more.
Yeah, so
To lock the phone?
yeah, for a moment we will have to lock the phone and it's
Yep.
just mark. Be careful to don't unlock.
Face ID.
Yeah, just mark.
So, bap, 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 bap.
Okay, perfect. Now you unlock your phone, run custom gesture, and then this you want to make as fast as you can. Like I even practice few times before I do it, because if you press one, wait 1 second, press the other one, the phone is recording also the timing you take to press these buttons. So
Okay.
wait, if you think about it, to unlock your phone, it doesn't start with this action, it starts with a swipe up, and then it will try to make your Face ID, and then it will come the password thing where you need to put the numbers. And to do a scroll up is super difficult. Maybe you guys will have to try 2 or 3 times, because it's not the easiest thing to get the swipe up. My personal touch to this is like you will do hide controls, because this way you will have the whole screen, and you should try to do something like this. Mine was not even the perfect, because I didn't give the time to arrive to the numbers. But if I click save, oh sorry, I moved the phone, and I then save again, now you already have the voice command, and you will have to try to see if it
By
works.
locking it?
This won't work because I didn't wait the time, but yeah, let's try. Turn on the voice command first, because probably your is off, voice control. And now just say the word.
Look.
It worked like a charm. Just the
We missed one number, yeah.
first number I missed
Too
because
fast.
because it was too fast, because the phone tries to make the Face ID, and I didn't took it on consideration. So now you unlock your phone,
Okay.
and let's try to do it again.
Yeah.
So to do it again, we turn it off,
Customize
customize
them.
commands, choose custom, then you
Going to look.
go into look, is the only one you have, edit, now the action, run custom action, custom gesture,
Sorry. Yeah.
and in this you will try to dry. So first do the slide, wait 2 seconds, and then you do the turn. That's it. Wait until it comes the saving, save, go back, save, and now you can try again.
Oh, I need to turn on voice control first.
Yeah, because the shortcut will do that for the people. We'll turn the voice command on and off.
Look.
We missed it the first. Oh, that was perfect. So
Oh, we did it.
yeah.
We did a technology.
So we use the shortcut to turn on the voice command and to turn off the voice command as well. And also I could ask Siri to turn off the voice control. So if I bring Siri and I say turn off
voice control. Yeah.
boom, it's off. It's an easy way. Other way I like is to set triple click in the side button to put voice control on and off.
And the way to do that, by the way, if you go to accessibility, you scroll right to the bottom, and then it's accessibility shortcut,
True.
and then it's voice control.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Triple
ticked.
click and side button.
That's it.
Yeah. this is an alternative way to turn on and off. And I also put to the control center
Oh yeah, really cool.
here, that turns on voice command or turns off. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is
Okay, so just so we're recapping on this point, because there is so much to learn here. We've tested that voice command with the word look. With the lipstick, we were able to absolutely nail the passcode. So now the voice command look, once voice command is on, will trigger the passcode to open the phone. So am I
Yeah.
good to wipe this off?
yeah. Actually, I never do only one. I'm doing at least 3 same voice command to the same thing, because if it's a too loud environment and I say look and it's not catching,
Yeah.
then I can say another one which is a different phrase so I don't repeat myself. And then if it doesn't catch the second one, I say the third one.
That's a good thing about, like, you know, David Blaine always says watch, watch. You know, he's like watch. You could,
Yeah,
you could, if you wanted to repeat yourself, your voice command could be watch. You could say watch, watch,
Exactly.
watch.
So I like to set at least 2-3 different words to do exactly the same thing, because if for somehow the voice command doesn't catch, then I have different words to try it again. But as the people doesn't know what is about to happen, even if you are in a party and you're trying to unlock and it doesn't unlock, you can simply unlock by yourself and keep going the routine, because this is not the end.
So is that the only voice command in
No, I also use the voice command to post on Instagram, because the only thing that Shortcut does is it takes a picture or a video from your phone and it will open inside Instagram. In the past, you could even type captions and have it posted, but not anymore. Instagram closed that door. So the shortcuts can arrive just to inside the app with the content loaded. And then if you like, we need a short a voice command to do 2 taps that will put story or post. You need to decide yourself, and then post. So it's just 2 taps. So if you open the shortcuts, I will teach you the easiest way to do this, because when you use a shortcut to post, we cannot reproduce this screen at any way. So the only way you will have to do this is create a new one.
Oh, I'll do it this hand so everyone can see at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now add action and type video. So type the first one, get latest video.
Yeah.
So now the phone will take your last video, and now just add another action in here. You can type Instagram.
Yeah.
Post on Instagram. So this way, if you play this shortcut, it will take the last video and it will throw in the screen I need to make the thing. So put play, and it opens your Instagram and it takes a random video that is the last, and then you should decide story or feed.
Yeah. So I'll go
So let's say story. Now you click there because it won't post. And now you see you need to decide if it's your stories or close friends.
Yeah.
So you just need to make another mark. And from now you don't even need to post. You can even close the Instagram, because I did that just to see where are the exact points. Because if you open your Instagram, it will never be this same type of dynamic to post. But now we know. So let's go to the voice command.
Yeah. So settings, voice control,
Voice control.
customize commands, custom, and then create new command.
Let's put what.
As in what?
Yeah, what?
Okay.
And you can even put the
Question mark.
question mark or not. It's up
what?
to you. Yeah. And then save.
Yeah.
Actually, we need to choose the action first.
Action. Action. Run custom gesture.
And then
Hide controls.
exactly.
and then here,
Yeah.
count 2, and then
Here, wait a little bit, and there.
1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you save, and now we can try it. So go back in new command and save it again. Now it's saved. So now if you turn on your voice command,
So if I go to voice control, turn it on.
yeah, now let's run that shortcut I create real quick.
So I play this. What?
It's posted.
Wow, that's wild.
So this is just 2 taps.
Shall I-
You can.
I'll unpost that because that's
Yeah.
gone to the Illusionist Instagram.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I've got to wait for it to upload first. That's so clean.
Yeah.
That's so good.
this is just 2 applications, but can you imagine what you could do with this? Because it can be any 10 taps on your phone. Whatever you need to do that needs a tap,
Yeah.
that's the smart way to do it. And actually, we don't need the voice command on all the way. We just need to turn it on when we will use it. And as soon as we use it, we boom, turn it off, because otherwise we got the blue mic
Yeah.
in the top. So the timer will turn on the voice command is when we are inside the camera, because there is no discrepancy. You cannot see the microphone if we are inside the camera. And once I use it, the shortcut will turn it off. So now that you have both voice commands, there is only one thing more that we have to do. That is set up the wallpaper shortcuts. When you first access the wallpaper, it won't work because every different version of the shortcuts, wallpaper is the one action they've changed every single time. So in the past, this shortcut used to be different. I used to have a folder in my pictures with just one picture inside, which was my official wallpaper. And the way I used to grab this is it's like locate the folder wallpaper, get the picture inside, put as a wallpaper. But in this last version of the iOS, actually in the last 3 versions of the iOS, they made it much simpler.
Simpler, yeah.
Yeah, because as you may know, now you can change wallpapers from your lock screen. So you can add more wallpapers from there, and this action actually changed the action from the wallpaper inside the shortcuts, which we can do now much simpler. So the only thing you need to set up is type in the wallpaper and change any of these wallpaper as your official one. Okay, so now that you change to wallpaper 2, if you run it, you won't find any error. And then if you look your wallpaper, it's changed.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, okay, so let's go back to the shortcuts, because this is the shortcut wallpaper. But there is also LP to wallpaper, which stands last picture
To wallpaper.
to wallpaper. So also in this one, you will have to click set wallpaper, and
Yeah,
you need to
change it.
choose which number you want. Sometimes you won't have the option to click in the older wallpapers you have there already, like happened to you. So in this case, you need to add a new one, and then you need to put the same as in the second action and the third action.
Yeah, so basically just to kind of like dumb that down through the filter of my own brain. When you go to LP to wallpaper, you get the latest photo, you click on set. I have already set it to wallpaper 3, but you click set and you choose the wallpaper, you tick it, then done, and then switch to, and then you tick it and then done. So as long as that works.
Exactly. It will get the last picture, will turn into wallpaper 3, and then we'll switch to wallpaper 3.
Yeah.
So once you do that, that's it. You don't have anything else to do. You are ready to perform. So let's try to play the Total Control once.
I'm excited. So, Total Control.
So I will play the way I would perform this, okay? So this is not where we perform it through here. So once I'm ready to start, I will first close the shortcut app, because if I play the shortcut and I close it after, it will stop the shortcut. And this is how I stop the music. I open the shortcut app again, and then I close it. This is the only way to stop the music. So once you play both, they are running. We can tap and hold the search, tap and hold again.
Untick,
Untick, because this way is very unlikely somebody will find your shortcut running.
And you can say, look, there's nothing, no apps running.
No apps running.
Close.
I will say, open the camera.
Yeah.
I take a picture together with them. I show like, look, even the control center, I can take the brightness off. I could do this and that. There is nothing in play, because this is the most important step on this routine, is to select somebody who understands how an iPhone works and give your phone to them so they can play a little bit and convince themselves that you are not using any app. And before we start, of course, I will ask to close every single app. Okay? Once they close every single app, my phone is in the control center. I take their phone as well, just for presentation purpose, because I will mimic this with this. You see, I press twice because after 3 minutes,
it disconnects.
It turns off itself. So my remote, I put tape around it and I broke match inside the button part, so the button cannot even turn it off. It's always on. And then I took felt. I have one here, like this. And I put around the button and I create a step. Because as I press with my arm pitch, I needed like a bump to make it easier. Otherwise I will be the chicken. And like I needed to move just a little bit.
So this is just off Amazon, you just got these little felt dots.
Yeah, it can be anything, like even 3D dots, they called, like for people who broke the home button, there is this bump. It can be anything. I did another one with a piece of paper, I fold 4 times, put in here, and then the felt is good because it takes away the sound a little bit, because this is a click.
Yeah.
And look at this.
Yeah, much bigger.
Yeah. And once you put the black tape, it covers more the sound. So as you can see, the shortcut is still playing. Both phones are locked, but the shortcut is still playing. If you lock the phone, it doesn't matter. But then I lose the connection. So that's why I need you to unlock the phone so we can go ahead.
Yep.
So the first music I already played. Second one, I just touch the phone and I press the button.
Yeah.
And in this case now is the magic from Coldplay. So now you have an extra click that won't do anything. I gave it already. And both sync. The playlist is not doing anything anymore. And from now on, it's just the total control. If I click, I will do the volume, and I do in the spectator's hand. So I say, look the volume. When I click, I put down and up. This is it.
So
then you relax your hand. Next one will be the green button, the data. So I press in the second phone, and it turns off in mine. And then the Wi-Fi, off, the Bluetooth, off, and from here it's on automatic. So I can put airplane mode and it goes to the other one. I can do the color filters. Okay, I can lock the flashlights.
So good.
And then I take the brightness.
Wow.
This, 1, 2, 3. And then the flashlight will go off when I have the D light. I can take with the D light, put in my pocket. I give the phone so you hold,
Yeah.
and the screens blink,
Yeah.
signalizing it's about to open the camera. I said, just hold, don't press anything, and I will mimic with my finger. By the time I hit the button is the time I will press the remote. And if I press and hold, then it's a video,
That's so good.
right? And when I left, it stops the video. Okay, so the camera is set at 25 seconds. Now the camera blinks, it shows me Instagram is about to open. Watch. I can give the voice command. Maybe you.
What? Yeah.
Posted, phone locks with the timer. You can say,
Look.
because the Face ID, it
yeah.
unlocked by itself.
Oh shit, we're calling someone. Whoops, that was me clicking it. Go on.
That was good actually. Look, the wallpaper didn't work. So let's
Change wallpaper 3.
no. Let's go to the wallpaper
Yeah.
play. Now it works. So yeah.
Okay, so can I... So you hold down search. Again.
You can bring it back. Yeah. No, you need to click in the 3 dots.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then bring it back.
Be careful, if you tap minus, you will delete and there is no way to bring it back. So
Yeah.
be careful to don't delete the page. You see the playlist is still on play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe because of the microphone, we had a bit of problem here. So let's try again?
Yep.
Yeah, let's try again. So, like this. And when I lift, it stops. I can take 2 minutes or I can just touch. The music
Yeah.
starts. From here, I have an extra click that won't do anything. And my next one will do the volume, which I can do in the table or in their hands. Then the data, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. From here it enters in automatic, so I do airplane mode. I used to press my hand like this. And now it's the color filters. Chalk. Brightness. 30 seconds. Back. Then it's the flashlight that goes off. Then the phone will blink to signalize that it's about to open the camera
Yeah.
and goes straight to the camera. It takes 5 seconds to start the remote, so I always adjust my head and give a little bit of time, because if I try straight away it's not working, but probably now is working already. So as you can see, I can take video, and I make a point that the music shouldn't be playing while the camera is open, because this is true. When the phone blinks, gives me the indication that Instagram is about.
What?
You give the voice command, it goes. This posted this time. The timer will lock the phone, and as soon as I see, I can say, look. You say?
Look.
So yeah, it already changed the wallpaper this time, and you see the voice command is here. If I press the button, the volume will turn it off. Oh, now is another shortcut, didn't. Let's see which one.
Wallpaper.
The wallpaper. So we need to fix the wallpaper. Put the wallpaper here. Where is it? Here? Oh, you don't have it? Oh, you have it. So I will stop the music. And let's see if it's working or not. Wallpaper. Play. Yeah. Now it works. But that was the last action, to be honest, okay? And once you press the button, it turns the volume, it turns the voice control off. And after 3 seconds, it changes your wallpaper back. And that's the end of the routine. The music will be in play. And I often ask to the person that I'm performing if they can stop the music, because there is no way to stop the music because it's not coming through the music player. So often people end up coming to the control center and they do this.
Yeah.
But obviously the remote will turn the volume back.
Yeah.
Right? So I even like to direct them to this part.
So you could literally have this in your pocket and say, look.
Yeah, sometimes I use the shadow, sometimes I try to PK touch, sometimes I do in their hands, like because the first action is in their hands. Also the last one I think it's good to do in their hands. And to stop the music, you need to or bring back the button where we played, or you can simply open the shortcut and close. This stop the music as well.
Yeah.
Stop any shortcuts you have in play. If you open the shortcut app and you close, then it stops the music.
So I think that's a good run through. And obviously because we've run through, we've accepted the privacy notifications now for each shortcut. So if I wanted to do this to you.
Yeah, let's have a look on one last thing that I it might be interesting to do. So head to your settings and go to notifications. Actually, screen time. That's good. Screen time, and then yeah, that's it. You see the shortcuts are here, but you don't have any access to the notifications. Also, down here, if you show more, probably I saw few. 3. You have 3 notifications now, but you cannot click. Can you see? There is no arrow here. And then if you click week and day, then you can scroll down and then you have access, and then you can turn off the notifications and you won't ever get a notification
saying that a shortcut's been started.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or that stop, or this part didn't work. But if you go inside, you are able to see. But now, you cut the notifications of the shortcut, and every time your phone restarts, you need to do it again. Yeah. So if you let your phone finish the battery, and then it turn off and you turn on again, these notifications will come back.
Right, okay.
So then you need to come to screen time, day, week, and then you will have access to turn it off.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So, because it's such a fully fledged long routine. It's not like a simple card trick, pick a card, now I know the card. This is a full scale routine, multiple things going on. I just want to mention a few things, which is, when I see you do this and you bring in the spectator's phone, what you're actually doing is you're confusing the audience. They don't even know whose phone is who. They don't know whose phone is whose. So now it's way more magical. So then, would you mind, could I have a go at doing
Yes, of course.
Do it for you?
Yes.
So if I open and I play both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you hide it. I don't hide from every single person. I hide it from magicians.
Yeah.
Right?
So one click is this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also this is important. Why I do in the control center? Because when the volume changes here, it's so minimal, the change, that you can't see. If I change the volume and I am outside this area, I am in any other area, then it's a big bump of volume that appears here in the side. And if you click again, it becomes like a very thin line.
But you also add the spectator's phone on top of it to cover that action.
No, it doesn't change anything. Like I like to show, like, look, if I press here, play, It doesn't play any music because I don't have Spotify or whatever. I don't pay for Apple Music. I make a point because after I do this, look just in the volume.
Yeah,
It's
nothing.
like, it's minimal. It's like, it goes up and down because this is 99%.
Yeah.
It goes to 100% and come back to 99%.
Yeah.
Right? So at this point, you have an extra click before the volume dimmer.
Okay, so the volume will go down. So if I take your hand, have we got a good angle of this? So if I push here and tap at the same time as I go down, yeah?
Yeah. Just once. Yeah.
So
That's
good. So easy. You just
Yeah. Once you went through all these settings, let's say, then you are good to go to perform thousands of waves.
so I say, look, I'm in control center. I say I'll turn the data off on your phone, and it affects the data on your phone.
Yeah.
I'll turn the Wi-Fi off on your phone, and it turns the Wi-Fi off on this phone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take the Bluetooth next.
Yeah.
Bluetooth off. Now it's the lock, so it's lock.
No, it's the
No?
airplane
Airplane,
mode.
airplane.
Yeah. And then the color filters.
So it's
Yeah.
This.
I can do like this as
Yeah.
well. It can be whatever. And then the lock.
lock. Then the
Flashlight.
flashlight. Oh.
Exactly. And then the brightness dimmer.
Yeah. So here, 1, 2, 3.
Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't come back, but it's okay. Then it will blink to show the camera will open, so the flashlights turn off. It's a
So
very
the blink is there.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Now I pick the camera up,
Yeah.
flick it round.
You can have a voice command to flick it around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's 25 seconds in. So I
Yeah.
like to press the button here.
One click the picture. If you click and hold, is the
It's the video.
video, but you need to keep holding to.
Yeah. It's Dwayne waving.
Yeah. I like to do at least 10 seconds.
And I got the glitch, so now I know it's going to go to Instagram. And I can say, what? And it's going to post the story.
It's posted. The timer will lock by
So
itself.
I'm not going to Face ID this time. Look.
Right? And if you click again, you will see that the voice will turn off. Maybe the last part. Yeah.
It's back to
And
normal.
that's it. That's it. It's done. And from here, there is nothing to see, nothing to find. Even the music, if you use the music player, it doesn't stop. If you say, stop the music,
There's nothing playing.
Siri doesn't recognize the
good.
music's playing. The music is still playing. Huh? I don't know why it stopped but it's still playing. Let's see. Here, be careful to don't delete.
Oh yeah, it's still going, yeah.
Yeah, now it stopped. But
Must be a glitch within iOS. But okay, so the Siri stopped the music.
Siri doesn't stop the music.
Interesting.
Siri can't stop the music because she will say
It's a text file.
there is nothing playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that as a full routine.
Yeah,
very
that's a
easy.
full routine that you don't need to do exactly as I do. You can tailor to your needs or to whatever idea you have. It's built in a way that is very easy to split apart or to duplicate or even to change the order of the effects. The important thing is to use the control center because it hides whatever we are using. It gets hidden here completely.
I think what will be helpful for people because you're teaching me this routine, and I'll be sitting here. And it may be confusing to people at home watching because they're like, wow, I've done this, I haven't done this. They made a mistake here, they've installed this new shortcut. Okay, now they're doing this. So I think what's really important maybe is if we include a ton of full performances so you can watch Hiroshi doing the full routine straight through. You can emulate his actions with the phone. Then you can practice the timing and the use of the button yourself.
Yeah.
And I think by that time, once you've had to play around with it, because This is genuinely my first time ever using shortcuts.
So let me show you my remote.
Yeah.
This is slightly different. I don't even need to take off the shirt anymore because I'm using this literally every day for years
And
now.
you come prepared.
Yeah, and I have two.
So you're always wearing this under your
I'm
armpit.
always wearing this. Actually, it's not with the armpit, it's more like with the elbow.
Yeah.
With the...
In the crease or
yeah,
down here.
It's here.
Yeah.
In a way, my elbow is the hardest point
Yeah.
to click. It's very easy for me.
And when you show, you've got nothing in your hands.
Yeah, this is very important. It's forbidden to use with the hands.
Yeah.
If you don't want to use in the hands, use with your feet or whatever. But as you can see, I have a bump. It's a little step I created with these felt dots. And it's actually really easy for me to press, you know? So, yeah. Like
Perfect.
This, like this. Should be minimal movement, just like more flexing the muscles. And that's it, yeah.
And you just safety pin that to your t-shirt, shirt, jacket.
Yeah, whatever. I like to perform in t-shirt because
Yeah.
I think it's even more strong, you know? It's even stronger if they see I have nothing in my sleeves and nothing in my hands. Of course, I never say, look, there is nothing in my hands, because as I'm using my hands, this is pretty obvious. So I won't say I'm not using my hands. You know what I mean? But yeah, fully customizable. I hope everyone modify and come up with new ideas. This is just the beginning. If you look at the actions inside the Shortcut app, there are hundreds of actions that you can choose, and just with Meta 2, you can change whatever happens when you trigger the button, and it's there already, you know? We just need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and try not to get overwhelmed because it is such a densely packed routine. You just got to take it slow, practice.
It's like a hard card trick that you need to understand how the trick is done, put some time on it, have fun by yourself, understand, do at least 20, 30 times before you take to your friends or before you try to perform to anyone. You could split the routine and do just effects with music, or maybe just create few sound effects to be played along any card routine, you know, like this is not a final routine. This is something I developed and changed many times in the past 2 years, let's say, and everything that I would learn new, I will try to include in here. So if you have my first download, Invisible Picture is something I often do after this. So I start Invisible Picture before, and I play these other 2 shortcuts, and by the time it finishes, I take a picture with the person's phone, and this picture goes to my phone.
So good.
So yeah, all the other stuff, they ties up together, you know. This is more like a visual routine to perform not only for magicians, but for children, for teenagers. I had like 7 years old kid reacting like no other person to this, because they know how it works. They know how to play music. They know how to do stuff. And once you do it in a slightly different way, it's already magical.
I will say this as well, just to end. We were in Nice together. Hiroshi started doing the routine, and it's one of those routines that gathers a crowd because the music's playing.
Yeah.
You're so animated because you're up performing, you're touching, you're stepping back, you're showing your hands empty, you're touching again. People are reacting to every single moment in the routine. So then we were in Paris, and we were in a lobby full of magicians. And as soon as Hiroshi started this routine, it instantly gathered a crowd because they're like, oh, they can hear the music.
I can remember even Dynamo had like great reaction, or Luis Leval, or many big magicians, Mario Lopez, Juan Colas, you know. I showed this, I think, over 1,000 times, and every time I do this routine, because at some point I will record a video. I have it every single time I performed. I have a video of this, you know. So yeah, it's something I had a lot of fun. It's something I will do straight away for someone when I got introduced and they asked me to perform a magic trick. Because everyone has a phone in their pockets, I think is one of the best things to do, like as an opener.
Yeah.
Because it's strong. Sometimes I don't even go through all the routine, because if the people are reacting in a way I feel that's enough, I don't need to click and keep doing.
Yeah.
They don't know what is about to happen, what's not about to happen. So even if the voice command fail and you cannot unlock, you can unlock with your hands, you know. Even if the wallpaper doesn't change because something happened, it doesn't change anything. The important point is to start clean, finish clean, hand your phone, so the spectator looks and see there is no app doing it, and once they can't explain, it's magical.
Yeah, I completely agree. Have fun with it, and hopefully we'll have some performances that you can watch a full run through of next.
Okay, so let's have a look in a full performance of this routine. So can I give you my phone so you can check whatever you like? You can close all the apps. There is nothing open actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you just open the control center and hold like this, I will take your phone and I will hold the control center like this, and as soon as I check, and if I take, it stops straight away. If I come from the other side and I touch like here, this is actually better than Apple Music, you know? Can you put your hand like this? And the volume I will do in your hands. Yeah, it's okay. I'll take the vocals out. And now if I press the green button here, it makes interference. I can turn off the Wi-Fi and maybe the Bluetooth. And now I put airplane mode, like this. Maybe I lock and flashlights, and I can take the brightness just like this, and I throw it back. And then I take the flashlight off, like this. And I ask to take a selfie with the person, so just hold the phone like this. The camera should open. And then I will do a bit of a video. I'm controlling the time in the top. Okay, so it's stop. Make a picture, maybe another one. And when it blinks, it will give me the signal. Yes. So now I bring the hand and I say, what? And it's already there. Look. Change the wallpaper, I cover the volume, 3 seconds is gone, and that's pretty much it.
Wait. Bonus.
Yeah, you can try to stop the music. The only way to stop would be with the volume, but we could make the volume turn back.
I love that.
So yeah,
I love that.
if they click play, there is nothing playing. If they see the apps, they are all closed, so yeah,
So good.
there is no way to stop.
Can you put the volume back up again?
Yeah, I put the volume back. But because I closed shortcuts, it stopped the
sick.
music.
So good.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Thank you very much.
Dude,
I
so
really
good.
appreciate. I hope you guys have a lot of fun with it because it's fully modular. You can try to figure it out new stuff, change the music, change the sound effects, change the order, or even use just a little bit to accomplish other stuff. This is like the sky is the limit. I've been fooling people like all over the world with this routine. I perform for the best magicians I can name, like the biggest names in the industry, and I had always the best response. If they don't get fooled by the beginning, they will get fooled in the middle, or maybe very happy in the end, you know. It's a very fun routine to perform, and I hope everyone enjoy it as much as I do.
It's brilliant. It's so good.
Hiroshima Jazz!
Okay, so we've installed Total Control fully. We've made sure that we've run through it a few times, making sure that we don't have any missed shortcuts. For the ones that we did miss, we've reinstalled them, run it through again. We've made sure the wallpapers are there, the color filters are there. We've made sure that everything works ourselves, and it's important to do that. So I just wanted to do a clean run through for you to see where the triggers are. So if the Bluetooth remote's disconnected because it's been off for a while, you'll need to do another click. But you should have Total Control fully installed, and the first click will turn the remote on. The second click is the music. You get a third click, starts the music. The fourth click does the volume dimmer.
No,
So it's
now?
down, up. The next click is the mobile data, so mobile data off. Then the Wi-Fi. Then the Bluetooth. And you're clicking the remote secretly under your arm every time.
Now you don't click anymore.
Aeroplane. And this all happens automatically because Bluetooth's been turned off. So this is the shake. 2 seconds lock, 1 second port.
Is the brightness dimmer.
Yeah. So all this is happening choreographed now here. You don't click this anymore. And now it's turning this stuff back to normal in the background for you.
Yeah.
So it's 25 seconds on the camera, and then you get a flash here, which will trigger you and tell you exactly what you need to know. And this will tell you what's going to happen. So you say at this point, are you okay if I post this to Instagram? It flashes, and then it's going to grab the last video and open Instagram. Oh, sorry, I was just showing you this. Now it's the new track, and it's going to upload that photo as your home screen.
Look. Look. Can you say?
Look.
Look. And that's why I say to make other words.
Yeah.
And now if you click, the volume will take out.
And it'll take it off. And that's it.
That's it. And if you stop, you can stop there the music as well. Yeah.
We'll stop it there for you, but just as a full run through for clicks, you can see it working in the background. Obviously that's an exposed view of it in the background for you, but running through it a few times, making sure that all your shortcuts are in line, making sure that everything works perfectly, making sure you've set up your voice commands, that you've set up the gestures, and that's exactly how it should run.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's phenomenal. You can delete the bits that you don't want to perform. You can add more ideas if you've got more ideas. But that's it. That's total control.
I had many other versions of this same trick using focus mode, using the lower power mode, dark mode, Shazam, everything in here. I played with all these buttons and I tried to squeeze the best reactions I got from many performances, like the volume used to be one of the last actions to happen, and people were reacting so much that I moved to the one of the beginnings, you know.
Yeah.
Back in the days, I used to do 2 times because people often ask me to repeat the volume. So you can have it programmed to do twice in a row or maybe 3 times in a row. I don't know. It's up to you. This is the way I do it, but it's not necessarily the way everyone will do it.
And one last thing to note was last night in a performance, you said, are you okay if I post this to Instagram? And they said, oh yeah, that's amazing, tag me. And it just gave me a feeling of like, because you're introducing Instagram and you've posted, after the performance you could say, go check me out, hiroshi.magic, and you can see you on my story. And they're gonna follow you.
Absolutely.
It's a great networking tool for that reason.
Because every time you do this routine, because of the video part and the post part, you are already connecting with the person, you know. So because the video is really there, you really do the post. It can be a story or post, is up to you, as we went through the voice command that does the final step. But after that, you already have the footage, has the post, and it's connected with the person.
Yeah, perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. That's total control, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, so let's have a look on how to set color filters, because yesterday I noticed you already had it. So if you don't have it and you never used, you need to head to your settings. In the search bar, you can just type color filters, or you go to accessibility, display and text size, and it will be there. So if you scroll down, you will see color filters. Mine is off. If you click, just make it on, and then you can choose the color with the second bar. So you could change for any color, you see. And in the first slide is the intensity. So I use all the way up, but you can choose any color. Once you do that, you turn it off, and that's it. You just need to choose which color you want to have, and then the shortcut will trigger this switch many times, making the screen blinking.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I already had mine set up because I was using, the blue light blocking in the evening, just for sleep.
Exactly.
So yeah, awesome.
Yeah, cool. So other very good tip I have is, once you use your remote a little bit, sometimes, not with every phone, but it can happen that it's a bug between Bluetooth remotes and the iPhone. And if you restart your phone doing volume up and volume down and holding the other button, just hold for 5 seconds or so.
So all 3 buttons at once.
No, you put volume up, volume down,
and then hold.
and then you hold this button. This makes the phone force restart. And after that, it's like a charm. It's like everything will come back, but you will have to turn off the notifications again. So it's just to go to screen time, click day and week, scroll down all the way, and then turn off the notifications, because it might come shortcut notifications after you force restart the phone. But if you have any problem with the volume remote and the trigger, that's the solution. You force restart your phone and everything will come back to normal.
So you mentioned something last night in the Uber regarding iPhone 14.
Yeah, iPhone 14s, because of the dynamic island, Whenever you play a shortcut, it comes straight away to the top here, and you can see that there is...
Should we put it here just so we can get a nice close-up?
Yeah.
So you can kind of see...
Yeah,
there.
you can see this, right? So if I play another one, for example, then you can see two that are in play. This is only for 14 Pro or Pro Max, and actually you can swipe
Oh, cool.
the dynamic island and then it goes away. But if you click here, it will be always here, you know, so...
So during your performance, you'd start like this, you would play,
Play.
and then swipe across it.
No, actually first I hide this page, so I tap the three dots and then I swipe as the last thing. Oh, this way.
Yeah. So you swipe across till it's gone, and now you say you can do anything
Now
on
I
my
hand
phone.
the phone so they do whatever
Okay.
they think. Yeah.
So that's what, like a 5-second little...
Yeah, this is before to perform. So
Yeah.
when I realize I will perform this routine, first thing I do, I take my phone, I close the shortcut app if I check if it's open or not. So in this case it is, so I will close it and then I will play the shortcut, because now you will realize it's not in play anymore because I just closed the app. So if I do this, you see it's not playing. Then I will play, hide the page, okay, and then I will swipe, boom, gone.
Nice.
And then I'm ready.
Yeah.
You can do this just few seconds before it starts.
And that's only so far for iPhone 14, and probably the new 15 that's
Yeah.
coming. Yeah.
We don't know, but there is always a way. Before the last update, you could overload the dynamic island as well with other stuff like music and other things that come here, but now it's not necessary anymore.
Okay, awesome.
Okay guys, so that was the explanation, and I know it's a long one, but hopefully you will have a lot of fun with it. Tag me on Instagram, hiroshi.magic. Let me see what you come up with. Let's talk about it. I want to see where you can push these concepts, because this is just the beginning. The Shortcut app is much more powerful and able to handle more and more actions, and this is just the tip of the mountain, and we can create much more stuff. So don't forget to tag me, Illusionist. Let's have a chat about it. I would love to see what you will do with it, and I hope you have as much fun as I already did. Thank you very much for support my work, and I see you in the next one.